And welcome fans to the Averett Sports Network as we see yet another men's lacrosse game here in Danville at beautiful Frank R. Campbell Stadium. We're about to get underway here between Averett and the visiting Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon College in a very, very important playoff game for the Cougars. Starting now tonight for the Cougars is number 1, Tigran Cisse. Number 3, Zach Coleman. Number 4, Giovanni D'Amico. Number 6, Brady Warble. Number 10, Ty Pearson. Number 12, Connor Boyd. Number 14, Luis Martinez. Number 18, Casey Peterson. Number 36, Robbie Eisenhower. And number 93, Brayton Powers. So it'll look like the Cougars are gonna go with their backup goalie, who they had to have come in at the end of last game because of the Cougars starting goalie, who had to be pulled out last game because of the fact that Roanoke was scoring so often. So it'll be interesting tonight to see what happens with Eisenhower back in goal for the Cougars as we get underway here in just a second with this one, with the faceoff coming at midfield, as it'll be taken by Zach Coleman. As you'll see the Cougars in white down on the field. So if you're just tuning in, it's Randolph-Macon in black and yellow, and it's Averett in their home whites here. And to introduce myself, I'm Wyatt Ockapall. I'm glad that you guys are here on the online with us, or in person in the stands, getting to see this one, as this is a very important conference matchup for the Cougars this year, as the ODAC is so tough. So as Randolph-Macon makes a run into the zone. Peyton Rodriguez moving around here in the zone for the Yellow Jackets. As number 10 for the Yellow Jackets, that's Matt Carter. As Carter had a shot on goal there, but was blocked by Eisenhower on the left side of the screen. As they were talking about whether it was a goal there for a second, but looks like Eisenhower kept it out of the back of the net. I'm sorry, excuse me. Yes, it has been given a goal by the referees. So Randolph-Macon is out to an early 1-0 lead here over the Cougars, as Coleman will step into midfield for the faceoff again for the Cougars. As Randolph-Macon will get set in their offense. As it'll be number 15. That's Tyler Dyson, one of the veterans for on this Yellow Jacket squad. As he'll look to set up the offense here for the Yellow Jackets, as he'll make a run into the zone, though, as the Cougars playing a little better zone defense than they played last time out when they lost against Roanoke. When Roanoke had a 14-0 lead going into the half, as another goal will be scored there for Randolph-Macon, as an open shot on the left side of the post, as Eisenhower did not see that coming, as it was J.J. Phillips to put that one in. So the Cougars now down 2-0 rather here early. As Coleman will fight it out at midfield, as a good shove from behind gets the Yellow Jackets to turn the ball over. As the Cougars come up with it, as excellent defense there by the Cougars gets them a possession. As though the two teams, playing a little bit of hot potato. As Randolph-Macon will slow it down and will get into their offense. As they'll get a few passes going around. That's Tankersley trying to find an opening in the Cougar defense. Is Randolph-Macon having a little bit of trouble finding an opening as the Cougars condensing on defense here, as they'll be in the goal a little bit closer to Eisenhower. As Randolph-Macon with a shot goes wide, it's number 12, Austin Payne. Payne with an excellent shot there, but his stick just went way wide. As a stick bangs on the bangs up against the left field, against the left post there, as Eisenhower manages to keep the ball from going in the back of the net. It'll be Randolph-Macon possession here as a few jukes turns into a shot on net, as Eisenhower with a great catch in his net, as he'll make an excellent save there just in time to keep the Yellow Jackets from scoring again. As the Cougars turn it over here, and the Yellow Jackets will make a run, as Whittle will find his offense, and he'll take point here on the play. As it looks like the Yellow Jackets are running a two-man game here between number 33, Avery Tankersley, and number 2, Peyton Rodriguez, as the Yellow Jackets manage to score again on Eisenhower, as there was a little bit of trickery and a little misdirection from Randolph-Macon, so it looks like the Cougars will call a timeout here. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network with the rest of the first quarter here, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome fans back to the Averett Sports Network with the next face-off here looming. It'll be Coleman and Carson Mingo to square off here at midfield and fight for possession. As Randolph-Macon will win the possession, as Mingo will run up the field rather quickly, try to get a pass to on the right side of the field to his teammate number 19, Logan Sinsbox, but just could not find his stick. As Eisenhower will try to get a pass off, though, as he almost gives up another goal, but ends up saving it and putting this one away for the Cougars. As a pass fake on that last try, though, is the Cougars. As a hit from Randolph-Macon stick, as they managed to knock it out here for the Yellow Jackets. As the Cougars get a shot on goal there, but no good. As Randolph-Macon will yet with another run here. It's going to be 5-on-4. As they're trying to find the space in the zone. As the ref will bring the ball back as Randolph-Macon will have to start over on possession, though, as Eisenhower, with a ton of space on the left side, gives up a goal rather quickly. So it is now 4-0 in favor of Randolph-Macon. So we're seeing glimpses of what happened last game here, right here in Danville against Roanoke College, as the Cougars were blown out by the Maroons here last game, as Coleman not able to win another faceoff. As the Yellow Jackets will move around behind the net, looking to find some space. It'll be Payne to control it. As Randolph-Macon would make a couple of substitutions, so it'll be number 29, Matthew Sudi, I should say. And number 19, Logan Sinsbach, come back in again after a few-minute break. As Randolph-Macon will look to get another shot in the goal, but though the Cougars get step in between the passing lanes, as Martinez is hit from behind by Sinsbach, though, as he was able to stave off the interception attempt from Sinsbach, as the pass goes wide, as Holbrook not able to come down with that one, as the Cougars lucky to pick it back up there and continue their possession. This will be a flag or a penalty called on the Cougars, as the shot goes wide, so it will be out of bounds off the top of the crossbar above Eisenhower. As Randolph will keep possession. Over to Rodriguez. Back to Tankersley. As Randolph trying to find some space. As the Cougars playing great defense here to try to knock the ball out of the net of the Yellow Jackets. Try to get some space as the Yellow Jackets score yet again on a fast break play, which Eisenhower did not see coming. So the score is now 5-0 in favor of Randolph-Macon. As Coleman would, sorry, that's not Coleman this time. That's number 55, Corey Habak. As we'll see the first glimpses from Habak, as he's been a huge role player for this Cougar offense, who has a decent number of veterans, but still some very new faces here. As the Cougars playing good defense here, as the Yellow Jackets will find the rhythm. As Randolph A little bit confused with the condensed defense of the Cougars, as they're playing a little bit of zone defense here, as we see also in basketball, where there's one guy in the center and two or three guys up front, 2 guys behind. So the zone defense now working well here as the Cougars were playing a little bit of man defense beforehand. As the Yellow Jackets in number 20, Grant Sobel on that shot, which went way wide above the net. So they'll get another try on possession here. As a good up front line defense from the Cougars will get the Yellow Jackets to turn it over. So it'll be Cougar possession here. As the 2 long stick midfielders and Luis Martinez specifically bring it up for the Cougars. As the Cougars able to make a little bit of a run here, will slow down and get into their zone offense. So we're seeing a lot of both zone offense and zone defense being played here by the Cougars today, to change it up a little bit to keep the defense off of the rhythm. As a little bit of physical play here from Randolph-Macon, and a double team on Warble is called a penalty on the Randolph-Macon defense. So the Cougars will retain it. As Warble will move it around to Cisse behind the net. That's over to Emmett Wood. As Wood keeps it, who put on a pass fake earlier to Connor Boyd up top. Though when the ball goes out of bounds off a bad pass, so it'll be Yellow Jacket possession here. As Randolph moves it up rather quickly, as we've seen on with previous games here at Averett, that the Cougars have been beat most of the time on fast break possessions, where the opponent is able to get the ball into right above the crease quickly. As the Yellow Jackets will move it around. As the zone defense again working well here for the Cougars. As Eisenhower makes a great save on that shot into the corner of the top of the net on the right side. As Martinez does a good job of keeping out of the arms. As the Cougars make a run into the crease. As they'll back out and set up their offense. That was a great job by Warble to take advantage of the defense, who was lopsided here on the right side. I would say, at least my right side here, at least looking down from the broadcast booth. As Wood puts on a little bit of a spin move, a little bit of a juke on his defender, though it doesn't work, and so he'll have to back out and try to set up the offense for the Cougars. As a pass to Cisse goes wide, and it'll go out of bounds. So it'll be another Randolph-Macon possession, and running with it is number 17, Brody Kent. I promise you, not the son of the fictional character Roy Kent from Ted Lasso. As Randolph-Macon will move it around. As the Cougars playing excellent defense, though, it's on the stop there by Eisenhower. Great save to get a piece of his stick on the ball to keep it out of the back of the net as he reacted rather quickly there. So great save there by Eisenhower. Saves a goal here for the Cougars and gets them a stop on defense. So Martinez is able to run down the field with it. And takes a shot, though, is saved by number 50 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Jack Isaacs in goal. As the Cougars, though, pick it back up. As Holbert will move it around the back of the net. We'll get it over to Cisse. Get it over to Dawson Hobbs, who we've seen quite frequently. And like we said in previous games, one of the guys who scores the most goals here for the Cougars, and who at least had 2 or 3 goals in the blowout victory to start the season against Brevard, right here again in Danville on the campus of Averett University. So the Yellow Jackets taking advantage of the slow Cougar defense. As we'll see a few substitutions here. So it'll be number 31 and number 18 for the Yellow Jackets to check out. As Randolph-Macon will move it around here. As the zone defense has definitely made a difference here for the Cougars. As Eisenhower not quick enough and gives up a goal on the right corner of the net. So as Randolph-Macon continues their their great start here, as the score is now 6-0 with about 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As Randolph-Macon again wins the face-off and gets into the Cougar zone rather quickly. As they'll make a couple of substitutions here. As it's number 12, Boston Payne, who does not get it out of his net quickly enough, and so we will come to the end of the first quarter with Randolph-Macon only leading 6-0, so it's still a good deficit for the Cougars, but not impossible to overcome, as it's not as bad as it was against Roanoke. So we'll take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network. Again, I'm Wyatt Ockpole if you're just tuning in. I'll be right back here on the to give you the start of the second quarter and to continue and get us all the way through this one. I'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. Back again here on the Averett Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. I'm glad to be here alongside you guys for this play-by-play and blow-by-blow of this of the 6-0 game here so far, as the Cougars and the Jackets will switch sides for the start of the second quarter, as Randolph-Macon will get into the box quickly. And the shot on goal is saved by Eisenhower. Excellent job there by Robbie Eisenhower to get one in his stick and to take one out of the air and save a goal for the Cougars, as the Cougars are doing an excellent job on defense of keeping the ball out of the back of the net and making Eisenhower's job a lot easier. As Randolph will run again with it, as a shot on goal saved by Eisenhower again. So Eisenhower with two very good saves. As Randolph-Macon will keep possession here, so they'll move it back around, as the ball that was saved by Eisenhower went off of his goal. So it'll be Randolph-Macon possession here. As they'll get it around, as they're trying to get in the middle, as the shot goes in just off of the right hand corner of the net behind Eisenhower. So off of two very great saves, Eisenhower gives up another goal. So it's now 7-0 Randolph-Macon here early in the second quarter here in Danville. As Randolph-Macon, also, as you see, if you go on their website and look at the schedule, Randolph-Macon so far is 3-1 on the season, while the Cougars here are 1-2. Like I said earlier, thanks to that loss against Roanoke here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. So we'll see if it plays out differently than it did against Roanoke. As they'll move it around the net. Try to find some space and break up this Cougar defense. As they'll kick it around, and number 15 for the Yellow Jackets will take a shot on net, but again, saved by Eisenhower, as he's able to keep that one in his own net. So we'll see a continuance of play here, as Luis Martinez will look to get the ball downfield for his offense. As Eisenhower with a long pass to Cisse, as I thought Cisse grabbed it there, but it was intercepted by the Randolph-Macon defense. So Randolph so far doing a good job of keeping the Cougars off the board and keeping them out of their own zone. As Eisenhower, who made another great save here, will get one out past the blue line over to Martinez. As Martinez not able to keep the ball in his stick. So we'll see a turnover here on possession. As Randolph-Macon gets it behind the net. And number 6, Jacob McMillan, who is the conductor there behind the net, as he'll look to get his offense again on the board. as it's still 7-0 here in the with about 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left to go here in the second quarter, as a pass goes wide to McMillan, as the Cougars will take possession here, though as a bad pass goes out of bounds, and it'll be another Cougar turnover. As Randolph-Macon with control of time of possession here. As another shot will be taken on goal. Saved by Eisenhower as the ball went long. As Eisenhower doing a great job of keeping it out of the back of the net, I should say. So the Yellow Jackets, again, moving around here on offense. Another shot goes wide. As Payne not able to bring it in. As the last two shots by him are right there on the right side have both gone wide. As he's not able to bring his hands in and accurately put it on Eisenhower. As time ticks down here with about 9:50 left to go here in the second quarter. It will be Luis Martinez to get it in for the Cougars, as he is one of their great long stick midfielders. As he and Eisenhower will come up together to the front blue line. As the Cougars now on the run, as D'Amico will try to get into the zone here quickly for the Cougars, as he'll check out, and he'll take a seat here and get a breather. As the Cougars and number 1, Tigres Cisse, will look to control it here for the Cougars. It'll be Holbert back up top. As Holbert looking to find some space, gets it back to Wood. Back to Holbert. As Holbert drops it, but luckily he's able to pick it back up. As he'll run back to the top of the key and into the crease. As Holbert on the shot, though it just goes wide on the left side. As Randolph-Macon will control it again, as Holbert not able to put that one in the back of the net for the Cougars. As Randolph-Macon on the switch offense will get another shot on net and a goal. Scored by number 12, Austin Payne. As Payne with another goal here for the Yellow Jackets. So it'll bring the Yellow Jacket lead now to 8-0 with about 8.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. It'll be Coleman take the face off. As a long pass from Jack Isaacs gets it down the field quickly for the Yellow Jackets. There was a little mishandling here. Keeps it in the possession of Randolph. As they'll move it around here, the back of the net. Thought about a shot on goal there from number 33. As they'll get yet another goal here. As Matt Carter will be the one to score that one. as he just found some space where Eisenhower was not. So it'll be another one on the board here for the Yellow Jackets with 7.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. It's now 9-0 in favor of Randolph-Macon. As Coleman will take the face-off, as he'll trip up Nick Klein, as Holbert will check out, as well as Coleman. So they'll get a seat and a breather. With a couple of substitutions coming in here for Randolph-Macon. They'll control it there behind the net, right behind Eisenhower. As they'll look to continue their hot streak here against Eisenhower and the Cougar defense. As they'll get another shot on the on goal here, though, is a great save by Eisenhower, as he'll kick it out of the left side of the net. Though, as the Yellow Jackets will keep it going. As the Yellow Jackets score yet another one, as they'll hit double digits here in with just 6:40 left to go here in the first half. It's now again 10-0 here in favor of Randolph-Macon. As it's a very, very I should say gorgeous day here in Danville for a lacrosse game. We've had a couple of kind of beautiful weather days. As we've been very, very lucky here in Danville to have a couple of days where it's been nice to put on some shorts, and though not able to not just yet able to jump into the pool. As Randolph-Macon will control it here and get back on offense. As it's number 29 with a shot on goal. That's Matthew Sudi. As Eisenhower will do a good job of keeping that one out of the net. So it'll be Martinez back to Eisenhower. Running up the sideline goes number 10, Ty Pearson. As Pearson not able to keep that one in possession, as he'll run out of bounds with it. As Randolph and number 15 for the Yellow Jackets is a great save there by Eisenhower as he smothers it. As the Cougars doing a great job on defense here, though, as Randolph-Macon runs with it on a turnover here from the Cougars. As the Cougars luckily able to stop the Yellow Jacket fast break here on offenses. Randolph-Macon had a 3-on-2 fast break. So it'll be a timeout here for Randolph-Macon. So we'll take a quick break here on the Averett Sports Network, and we'll be right back in just a minute. And welcome fans back to the Averett Sports Network as we had a little bit of time out there from Randolph-Macon, but we'll get this one back underway as there is about 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the first half. With the Cougars up by, sorry, not Cougars, but as the Yellow Jackets up by 10 goals so far here in Danville against our home Averett University Cougars. As Averett doing a great job there with a little bit of physicality on the front line here of the Cougars, though, is Eisenhower, with another goal given up. As it'll be J.J. Phillips with the goal there for the Yellow Jackets. So it is now 11-0 with 4:50 left to go here in the first half. As the Yellow Jackets will run with it, as they'll get into the zone of the Cougars rather quickly. As they'll move it around here, and another shot goes in. That's number 12 again. That's Austin Payne. That's goal number 3 or 4 for him on the day. As Averett now down 12-0 here with about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half, as that goal was scored in less than a minute. As it'll be Zach Coleman to step into midfield again for the Cougars to take the faceoff. As it'll be Randolph-Macon to pick it up and run with it. That's number 30, Will Robertson. As Randolph will get yet another point here on the board, thanks to number 18, Cooper Hauser, who just sent an absolute missile of a shot into the back of the net behind Eisenhower. As there will be 4:17 left to go here in the first half, as it has been all Yellow Jackets in control. As there'll be a 2-on-5 offense for the Yellow Jackets. As Eisenhower with a great save there. As the Yellow Jackets try to get the ball to go in off of a fake. Though as Eisenhower doesn't budge. As Peterson will bring it up here now for the Cougars and try to get them on the board for the first time today, as they have been unable to get anything to go in and also not keep possession very, very long at all. As Randolph will bring 3 of their offensive players out. So it looks like it'll be number 20, number 16, and number 2 for the Yellow Jackets. So it's Rodriguez, Phillips, and Grant Sobel, who now check in for the Cougars, not for the Cougars, but for the Yellow Jackets. As there'll be number 19 on that shot, as though it went wide. That's Sinsbox. We've been talking about him frequently, as he's been rather physical here with the Cougars here, both in the crease and on defense, as he's been able to intercept a lot of the passes in between the passing lanes of the Cougars. As another shot here as Randolph will take a kind of a sideways shot. So we'll take a quick break here on the injury timeout here on the Averett Sports Network. Back here on the Averett Sports Network, as that was number 9, Walker Wilkinson, who checked out on with the injury. As Eisenhower, as we could hear that one from up here, as the ball went off the top of the crossbar, right above Eisenhower's head. As Randolph will score another goal here thanks to number 2, Peyton Rodriguez, as another shot goes in behind Eisenhower. So is now Randolph now leads with just about 2 minutes left to go here in the first half, as the score is now 14-0 in favor of Randolph-Macon. As the Cougars will take the face-off here at number 55 for the Cougars, which is Corey Habbock. So it's Habbock will come back in here for the Cougars. As Randolph will make their substitutions. They'll move it around behind the net as they'll look in to get into the crease, and another goal there, but this time scored right in front of Eisenhower. So not a long shot like last time, as Randolph changes it up on offense and gets it in right in front of Eisenhower. As Eisenhower gives up yet another one, so score now being 15-0. In favor of the Yellow Jackets with 1:18 left to go in the first half. As it'll be number 30 on the run here for the Yellow Jackets, as the Cougars lucky that they'll be able to come down with it. On defense, though, is another turnover goes to the Yellow Jackets, as the Cougars not able to control control possession very much at all. As the time would tick down here with about 45 seconds left to go, as it looks like Randolph-Macon will just milk the clock here, with time running out here in the first half. About 30 seconds now left on the clock, as they'll look to take a last second shot, and they do, as an absolute missile goes in thanks to number 19 Logan Sinsbox, as he's had a few goals today and shots on goal for the Yellow Jackets, as they'll get another one on the board with about 25 seconds left to go in the first half. As they'll bring it up, and it looks like Randolph will have one last possession here before halftime, with 10 seconds ticking down here for at Daly Field. As Eisenhower with another goal given up as the scoop shot underneath the leg of number 16, J.J. Phillips, with a beautiful shot there, who took it off of one knee, being on the ground. So as he was falling down, he managed to get the shot off. As Randolph-Macon now will lead 17-0 over your Cougars. As there'll be havoc to take it here at midfield with 2 seconds left to go. So at the horn, it'll be halftime called here by the referees. So we're going to take a break here for halftime, and we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network with the start of the second half here in just a few moments. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network as we'll get underway with the second half and get going with this one. If you're just joining us, I'm Wyatt Ockpole alongside me in the broadcast booth, working the scoreboard and working the PT program is my coworker Brenda, who we all love having on the computer and making sure that all of our graphics are up great and and having a little bit of fun here up in the broadcast booth, along with my cameraman Tavion Coleman, who I would love to give a shout out to. With doing a great job here on the camera, making sure that he's following the ball wherever it goes, and making sure that we get every single moment of this one. So as we get underway here, it'll be the face-off at center at midfield with number 44 Carson Mingo for the Yellow Jackets, and it looks like it'll be number 3 again for your Averett University Cougars. It's Zach Coleman, who we know who usually takes the faceoffs here for the Cougars. As Mingo will win the possession here for the Yellow Jackets as he's hit from behind and forced out of bounds by Coleman and by Warble, as there was a great double team there on the sideline. As the Cougars come out playing some pressure defense. As the Yellow Jackets will move it around. As a bad pass goes out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover here, a rare turnover, I would say, for the Yellow Jackets. As Luis Martinez will now collect. And he'll get it in over to Eisenhower, who moves it upfield. As Wood will get it over to Boyd. As Boyd will look to control here with a guy right behind him. As Boyd looking into the net, though, saved by the Randolph-Macon goalie. Great job there by Boyd to get into the crease and try to find some space in between the legs of the Randolph-Macon goalie. Number 49, Owen Guswa. As Randolph will control here again off of the play from the Cougars. As they'll move it, as the Randolph offense will move it around, and that was number 6 looking for a shot. That's McMillan. As the Cougars with the save here from Eisenhower, so great job there to get his stick on it. As the shot went long. So Randolph with a run into the crease again. As Randolph will score again here. So it'll extend their lead now to 18-0. As McMillan with the one to put that one in behind Eisenhower. As the Cougars with the run in the possession. Great job and great defense there by the Cougars. Gets them the possession here on the shaded side of the field. Makes it a little harder to see, but then again, as Boyd picks it up on the bounce pass from Warble. As the Cougars looking for an opening, try to get something in the net. As they'll turn it over here, but with great defense, a great double team with a push from behind. With a little physical play here. as the ref will stop play. And it will be Randolph-Macon possession here. As the Cougars unable to come up on the play with a goal, so they'll stay with the 18-0 deficit. As Randolph-Macon will move it around here to number 6. As McMillan will look to get another shot in. As Randolph-Macon off the back of the left iron of Eisenhower, as the ball will bounce in and extend the lead for the Yellow Jackets to 19-0. As Eisenhower unable to come up with that one. As Randolph-Macon will bring it back in their own zone. As their goalie will get it upfield into the Cougar zone. As they'll look to get a shot off. As the shot goes wide of Eisenhower. Though as Randolph-Macon will retain possession here. Gets over to Wilkinson, who controls the play from the top of the key. Gets into number 11, Cooper Harding. Over to number 0, Chap Hale. Gets in behind the net. As Eisenhower with a great save there. Able to catch it in the depths of his own net and save that goal, as he'll get hit though with the stick from behind by the Randolph-Macon defense, as Eisenhower will throw it over the head of Pearson. As Randolph will control possession again here. As they'll find some space within the Cougar defense. Gets it into the middle. Back into the set. Kicks it back out up top. For number 0, Chap Hale. Back on the wing goes McMillan. Back over to Wilkinson. As Randolph-Macon scores again. And brings the score now to 20-0, as they were able to just skip in to the into the crease and put one in behind Eisenhower. With 9:52 left to go here in the third quarter, it's now Randolph-Macon 20, Averett 0. As Coleman fighting for this one to be able to get a possession for the Cougars, as he does successfully. So a face-off win here for the Cougars gives them a possession. As Holbert will be the one to control it here for the Cougars, but throws it over the head of Boyd. Boyd, though, picks it up but loses it, thanks to his stick being hit from behind. So Randolph-Macon will come up with it and control it when number 55, Rock Shara, as the ref will throw the flag here on something. It looks like it'll be a penalty here coming I would guess, against Randolph-Macon, but we'll see what happens here. As Randolph will move it around. As Hale finding his offense here within the zone. Find it behind the net. And gets it out to Jackson Grant. Back over to Grant. We'll try to get a run in. As the Cougars playing great defense here. As a shot goes way over the goal and the head of Eisenhower. As the refs say the ball went off the top crossbar. So Randolph-Macon will control possession. So it looked like the flag was a minor push violation. So as we'll continue play here with about 8:14 left to go here in the third quarter. As the Yellow Jackets moving it around. Finding some space as the pass will be thrown way over the head of Cooper Harding. So the Cougars catch a break here as the Yellow Jackets making a few bad passes and a few turnovers. As Pearson able to step through the physical defense of Randolph-Macon. Will get it down the sideline though, out of bounds on the bad pass to Cisse, who was intended for Cisse. That on the right here on the right side. As Pearson not able to make the pass there. So Randolph-Macon now again on the possession. So they'll set it up as Hale will control it. Kick it over number 6. That's Jacob McMillan, one of the veterans on the Yellow Jacket squad. As Randolph-Macon will look to put one in again behind Eisenhower, who will circle it around the net. Back to McMillan. As McMillan looked to try to take the shot there, as the bounce shot, I guess, will go way over the head of Eisenhower and way over the goal. Out of the net of Fitz Stanley. As Randolph will control the possession again. As they'll look to get one in, but as a shot goes wide of Eisenhower on the left side. So the Yellow Jackets will retain possession as the pass will go wide, as the Cougars pick it up, and a chance for the Cougars to make a run. As Warble will get it back into the Randolph-Macon zone for one of the few times today, as the Cougars now will set up their offense. As Boyd will get it over to Holbert. Holbert looking over to Cisse. Cisse right behind the net. Controlled. And as a goal goes in for the Cougars and from Cisse, as the ref blows the flag, and it'll be a push from behind. As though the ref will blow the, will blow the goal off. So the goal will not count. So the Cougars then will retain possession, but the goal will be taken off the board as Holbert with a shot goes wide. So Holbert with a great shot there, just could not put the aim to it. So he'll come out, as well as Hobbs, who has not gotten a single touch all night. As the Yellow Jackets will control it again in the Cougar zone. Kick it around to number 1, Jackson Grant. As the Yellow Jackets will play a little bit of keep away here in the Averett zone. As Stanley, one to control it on the play, as Randolph will take a shot here. But Eisenhower with a great save, as he'll catch it in the back of his net, and the Cougars will run with it. As Boyd being hit from behind by his defender, and the long stick midfielder for the Yellow Jackets, that's number 8, Charlie Violet. As the Cougars, though, will take a timeout. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a minute with the continuance of this one. Back here on the Averett Sports Network, we're enjoying this one, even though Averett is down by a ton. We're kind of enjoying the sunny day up here in the up in the broadcast booth. As the Cougars will get back on possession, and Holbert to run with it. As Holbert into the crease, as a shot on goal is no good. It is saved by the goalie as Holbert will fight it out here on the ground. As though the ref throws a flag, so it will probably be a push call on Holbert. As Randolph will come down with it. into the zone on the fast break and the open goal as Randolph-Macon scores again. The score is now 21-0 with 3:18 left to go on the clock here in the third quarter. So looking at the schedule for both teams, after this one, Averett goes on the road to Fayetteville, North Carolina, to play Methodist University, and that is this Saturday at 1 o'clock. So Cougar fans, make sure to get out to that one if you can, or be online if you can for that one. As Randolph-Macon, though, goes out to Chestertown, Maryland, to play Washington College. After this one, again, that is another 1 o'clock start. So be sure to tune into that one for all you Randolph-Macon fans. As the Cougars cheer on the turnover, as Brighton right there in front of the net, though, is the Yellow Jackets intercept that pass, who was meant for Brady Warble, as Warble not able to come down with that one in the on the Cougar possession. So, but I will say, if we don't get a chance to, happy birthday to Emmett Wood, who, even though the Cougars are not on the board tonight, being able to celebrate his birthday on a game day must be awful special. So happy birthday to Emmett Wood, as the Cougars will take over here on possession, as Emmett Wood is one of the key players here for the Cougar offense. As a timeout will be called on the field, so we'll get back to this one here in just a quick second. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. If you're just joining us, hi, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. I'm glad to be here with you on this very sunny and very gorgeous evening here in Danville, Virginia, for this one between your Averett University Cougars and the visiting Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon College. As we'll get play back underway here, as the Cougars will be the ones to control it. With 2:15 left to go here in the third quarter, it is still Randolph-Macon 21, your Averett University Cougars 0. As the Cougars, though, move it up quickly upfield. As the Cougars look to find numbers. As the ref throws a flag. Looks like it'll be an extra long stick on the field that wasn't supposed to be there. So it'll be Boyd to move it around. As he'll get it over to Powers. As Powers trying to find Holbert. Great job on the fake. So Powers trying to find some space. Who gets it over to Holbert as Holbert trying to get some space on possession. As he'll get it behind the goal for Cisse. As the Cougars looking to get it in the net, but as the pass goes wide of Cisse. The Cougars will get it back here. This will be Dawson Hobbs come in for the Cougars and get this inbound this one. As Holbert will get it over to Emmett Wood, as we just talked about. As the Cougars on the shot, as Hobbs not able to get that one to the back of the net. But great opening there from Hobbs, as he was wide open there on that shot. So it will be Randolph-Macon again on the bounce pass to number 34. That's Nick Klein. So Klein will bring it upfield for the Yellow Jackets. We'll get it over to number 11, Cooper Harding. Back to McMillan, back to Harding. Get it behind the net. Back to Harding. So with 3 seconds on the countdown, as Cougars playing some defense here, will come to the end of the third quarter. As the Cougars still down 21-0. We'll find the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back here in just a minute here for the start of the fourth and final quarter of this one. It's still Randolph-Macon 21, your Cougars nothing. With the start of the fourth and final quarter here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium, as Zach Coleman will not be able to come up with the face-off. So it'll be Randolph-Macon here on possession. As he'll get it over to number 40. That's Andrew Ross. As Ross will look to get this one going here for the Yellow Jackets. As the Cougars slowly but surely have been playing better defense as to be able to keep the Yellow Jackets out of the net a little bit more often. As it looks like it'll be a goalie change here. I'm sorry I didn't announce this earlier, but it'll be a goalie change here for the Cougars. It'll be number 17, Cameron Pretzman, the starting goalie and the goalie number 1 for the Cougars. So it will be Prutzman back in goal. As Randolph will find another shot, but as Prutzman with a great save there, able to keep it out of the back of the net. As Randolph will retain possession here. We'll circle around the net. As they've had the control of the possession and the time of possession here all game. So they'll look to keep it going, though it'll be interesting to see whether the Cougars can get on the board here. As Martinez is playing great defense there behind the net. As the ball goes wide, so it'll be Cougar possession here. So a chance for the Cougars to make a run down the field. As they'll get into the middle to D'Amico. As the Cougars able to get into the Randolph-Macon zone, as Cisse will be able to control it back over to Wood. Back to Boyd, back over to Holbert. Back to Warble on the left side. Back to Boyd. Over to Wood. Behind the goal to Cisse. Back to Wood. Over to Boyd as they're playing a little bit of hot potato here. As Boyd finally makes a run into the crease. Though his shot will be saved by number 41 for Randolph-Macon. That's Davis Kamanow. As Prutzman lets another shot get past him. It's Randolph-Macon now 22, Averett 0. As the Cougars unable to stop the fast break. As Randolph-Macon will capitalize. So Zach Coleman back at midfield for the faceoff. As we'll see Randolph-Macon win the faceoff again. So it'll be number 46, Ben Tomasic. One run down the field for the Yellow Jackets. So Tomasic gets behind the net for number 7. That's Stanley. So Randolph looking to move it around. As they're calling plays out there, as Prutzman with a great save as the shot off of his stick goes out of bounds. So Randolph will retain possession. But a great save and great job there by Prutzman to keep that one out of the net. As the Yellow Jackets moving it back around and setting up their offense again. As Wilkinson with that one, as it'll be go off the Cougars again. With 10.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, as Randolph-Macon still leads 22-0. As Prutzman with another kick and a save here, as it'll go out of bounds again. As Randolph-Macon will get another one to go in. That's this time it's number 9, Walker Wilkinson, a 5'8" sophomore out of Roanoke, Virginia, and Patrick Henry High School, as he's able to get one to go in. So it'll be another goal here for Randolph-Macon as they'll extend their lead to 23 goals. So it'll be number 55 for the Cougars stepping back for the face-off. It'll be Havoc. As Havoc able to win the face-off for the Cougars. As Coleman on the decoy, but Coleman there almost turned it over, but picks it back up. So Holbert will avoid the blue line as he'll get it. He'll make a run into the zone here as Holbert in between the defense, just off of the post as he threw that one just off of the left post of the goalie. Sorry, right post of the goalie. Though he had a great shot there, but if that ball would have been another inch to the right, then that one would have gone in. But a great shot there by Holbert a great effort there by Holbert to try to get that one to go in. As Randolph-Macon will continue possession here. So the Cougars bringing in number 21, Tyler Havoc again. As the Havoc brothers, both of them in there now. As both Corey and Tyler on the field at the same time. So something rare for the head coach for Averett to do. As both brothers and the head coach, Brian Havoc, able to share the field for one of the few times. As Randolph-Macon will continue their possession. As a ball goes off of the net of number 6, Jacob McMillan. Though as Randolph will continue possession. As a shot goes wide and hits the stick of Prutzman. So Prutzman able to keep one out of the back of the net there. As Martinez, we'll bring it in for the Cougars. And Prutzman. As the Cougars give it away here, and the Randolph fast break. 3-on-2. Shot goes in. At least shot fake happened on there right in front of Prutzman. As Randolph-Macon had a fast break there, but good job by the Cougars to stop it there while the Yellow Jackets didn't have numbers. So Randolph having to set up their offense again. As they'll find some space as the shot will go way over Prutzman. As the ball will come back in here for the Yellow Jackets. Be Wilkinson and number 11, Cooper Harding on the shot, but a great job there by Prutzman to save the shot as he'll throw it over the head of Devin Perry. So Perry unable to come down with it, but the Cougars able to keep control of it. So Holbert will wait it out here. As he'll find Dawson Hobbs coming in here off the sideline. As he had an open man in Emma Wood, but turned it over. So fast break here for the Yellow Jackets coming in off the crease as the shot goes wide. As Prutzman, great job there by to stay patient as that shot just was not on the mark. So great job there by the Cougar defense to stand up. With 6:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Cougars look trying to get something going here. Though as Randolph-Macon are the ones on possession. As they'll get into the middle as number 0 will go behind the back and it's Hale. Try to behind the back shot to catch Prutzman off guard. But Prutzman had his eye on it the whole time. So Randolph will get another chance on possession here. As Randolph will take another shot as the third attempt shot goes in. As this time it'll be number 1, Jackson Grant, the freshman out of Lynchburg, Virginia, and EC Glass High School. So as they extend their lead here with 5.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, it's now 24-0 Randolph-Macon over your Averett University Cougars here in Danville. As Randolph will move it up here. As they'll be on a fast break. Fast break, bounce shot goes wide to the side of Prutzman. So Prutzman not having to worry about trying to make a difficult save there. As Grant thought about taking a shot there, but held up. But he'll get the ball back, but over to number 9, McMillan. Back to Grant, as Grant will run in, though, as he's defended by Perry. As they'll get a shot into the crease, though, is Randolph-Macon on the hustle play. As they'll get another shot off, but the Cougars right there to take it away. As Perry with a great job to pick it up in his own net. As the Cougars now able to run with it, and they do. And number 18, Casey Peterson, but Peterson loses it, and now it'll be another timeout here called by the Cougars. So it'll be their third timeout of the game taken. So we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network in just a minute with the last of this one here in Danville. back here on the Averett Sports Network. As if you're just joining us for the last of this one, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. As the Cougars unable to get anything going here, looks like in this one, with 4:13 left to go here though in the fourth quarter, so there is still plenty of time left for the Cougars to get a goal in the net though and avoid a shutout. Though as Randolph has been doing a great job of keeping Averett off the board. As they'll work it around the net here. As Hale will get it over to Harding. Harding, his pass intended for Tomasek. Though as the Yellow Jackets will pick it back up. As McMillan, that's Wilkinson, into the net, and a save there by the goalie for the Cougars. So great job there to stand tall as Prutzman able to keep it out of the back of the net. As the Yellow Jackets will run with it on the fast break. As the pass will be thrown behind Hale, so it'll be a turnover here for the Yellow Jackets as there were too many sticks on the field. So Hobbs will be the one to pick it up, and he'll run with it. As Hobbs will be blocked by number 42, Grime Stevenson. So Stevenson with a great job there to put his stick up in front of Hobbs. With 2.5 minutes left to go here in Danville and Frank R. Campbell Stadium, it's Randolph-Macon 24, Averett 0. As they'll control it here on offense with Wilkinson up top. Back over to Hale. Hale in the corner. Back over to Wilkinson. Back over to Grant. As they'll throw it out of bounds. And it'll be off the Cougars somehow. As Randolph will retain possession. With 1:44 left to go here in this one. As Randolph will come away with the 25-0 win here. So a great shot there on the back end. Catches Prutzman off guard. As the Yellow Jackets with another shot in goal. But a beautiful shot here from the Yellow Jackets as they just came in right behind Prutzman and caught Prutzman completely off guard. So Coleman will be the one to take the face-off. Though as Randolph will throw it away at number 41, Davis Kaminow. Or say Kaminow. As the Cougars on possession here. So Hobbs get it over to Powers, over to Cisse. As he'll kick it over to Holbert. Over the net goes number 6. That's Brady Warble. As Warble was the one right in the middle there. So Powers will come up with it though. Gets it over to Warble as Warble not able to get a shot off there. As it'll bounce off his stick and into the net of the Randolph-Macon goalie. And with about 35 seconds left to go here in this one, it looks like Randolph will shut out the Cougars as a bounce shot goes in from the 30-yard line out from the blue line. So a long shot here from Randolph-Macon extends their lead to 26. So they'll shut out the Cougars here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium here on Wednesday, the 26th of February. So with this one counting down here with only about 24 seconds left to go, the Cougars will drop to 1-3, and Randolph-Macon will extend their record. They'll take their record to 4-1 early here in the season. So they'll go to 4-1 as the Cougars will drop to 1-3 with the loss here to Randolph-Macon, 26-0 as time ticks down. So they'll drop this one to Randolph-Macon as they'll go on the road to Methodist, and as Randolph-Macon will go again on the road to Washington College and will play them in Maryland in Chestertown. So they'll be in Maryland for non-conference as the Cougars will go for non-conference against Methodist. We'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network for the next lacrosse game at home here against Chatham University on Tuesday, March 4th at 3 o'clock. So we'll be back for that one. And I'll see you next time, fans, as this bit has been a fun one tonight. And we'll be back here on the Averett Sports Network for the next one here on Tuesday. Have a good night and enjoy it.